My name is Kannan Rajamanikam. Today we're going to talk about operation research. Operation research encompasses a wide range of problem-solving techniques and method applied in detection of improved decision-making efficiency, statistics, optimization, probability theory, queuing theory, game theory, graph theory, decision analysis, mathematical modeling, and simulation are some of the tools used by operation research. Because of the computational nature of this field, OR also has strong ties science application work in operation research, like other engineering economics discipline attempt to use model to make a practical impact on real world. The term of operation research describes the discipline that it is focused on application of form technology for informed decision making. In other words, operation research represent the study of optimal resource allocation. The goal of OR is provide rationale based on the decision making by seeking to understand and structure complex situation and to utilize this understanding to predict systematic behavior and improve system performance. Much of the actual work is conducted by using analytical and numerical techniques to develop and manipulate mathematical models of organizational systems that are composed of people, machine, and procedure. Hence, it is important to give an opinion about the definition of OR. The analytical study military problem undertaken to provide commands and staff and agency with scientific basis to decision action to improve military operation in called OR. Development of OR. The development of operation research as science consists of development of the method, concept, and techniques. As formal discipline, operation research has expanded into the field-wide use in industry ranging from petrochemical to airlines, finance, logistics, and government, moving to focus on development of mathematical model that can be used in analysis optimizing complex systems. The ambitious term operation research was coined during World War II when the British military management called that a group of scientists together applied the scientist approach to the study of military operation to better. Operation research is a new field start from 1930 and tremendously last 30 years. Terminology of OR is the British European refer to operation research as American operation research, but the American refer to often short by the OR. Another term used by this field is management science, and also in the US, the so-called OR and MS and combined together to form the OR, MS, and MS or OR. Yet other terms sometimes used by industry engineering, so-called IT, and the decision science also. Ambitious term operation research was coined to World War II, and British military managed called upon the scientists together as a applied to scientists approach to study the military operation with the better. Due to available faster and flexible computing facility, and the other qualified OR professional is now widely used in the military, business, industry, transportation, public health, and etc. But formal discipline operation research originated by the effort of military planner during the World War II. 70 years ago, would have been possible to study mathematics, physics, and engineering at university. It would not have been possible to study OR. Management to make economical feasible decision to no range or systematical challenge. The main responsibility of the operation research are managed and operate efficiently and effectively when possible with given resources. Quantitative and method with comprising simulation, linear and nonlinear program, queuing theory and stochastic model are well accepted technique by both research and practical communities. operation. Again, after World War II, the techniques began to apply more widely in the problem of business, industry, and society. And also, since the time of operation, research has been expanded into the field widely used in the industry, ranging petrochemical to airlines, finance, logistics, and government. Now it has become the area of active academic industrial research. Mathematical approach in operation research. Mathematical model, this is a finite category model and it's one of the tradition has been most commonly identified with OR. In this type of model, on one capture the characteristic of system process through the set of mathematical relationship. Mathematical model can be deterministic, probabilistic of the parameter and describe the model of assumed to be known or estimate with a higher degree of certainty. With the probabilistic model, the exact value sum of the parameter may be unknown, but it is assumed that they are capable of being characteristic in some systematic fashion. An illustration of the critical part and programming review the technique of are two similar of the OR techniques used in the area of the project planning. Define two decision variable G and W represented respectively number of demos and widgets. Most mathematical models tend to characterize by three main elements: decision variable, constraint, and objective function. Decision variable are used model specific action and under the control of decision maker. An analysis of model will be see specific value for these variables that are desirable from one or more perspective. Very often, especially in the large model, it's also common to define additional convenience variable for the purpose of simplifying the model to making them clear. Strictly speaking, such variables are not under control of decision maker, but they are also referred to the decision variables. Next step is significance of operation research. Because of operation research is a multidisciplinary character and apply in the various field and as bright feature, provided people devote to operation research study can help meet society. Some of the problem areas, little management, energy, conservation, environment pollution has been solved in the operation research, especially in the indication of operation research and contribute toward improvement of social life and area of global. Then the operation research approach is particularly using a balanced conflicting objective where there are many alternative course of action available to decision makers. In theoretical sense, the optimum decision can be based on organization where all the after called the global optimum decision can be based in the organization usually called suboptimum decision. Operation is an attempt to resolve the conflict of interest among the various sections of organization to seek the optimal solution which may not be able to one department but it interests the organization whole. Operation research is concerned with to provide the decision maker with this decision aids derived from total system orientation, scientific method of investigation, mode of reality generally based on quantitative and measurement and techniques. Some of the operation research implementation in our workplace. Business insight, providing the quantitative and business insight into the complex problem. Business performance, improving business performance by embedding model drive intelligence into the organization information. System to improve decision making, assessing the likely outcomes of decision alternative and uncovering better alternative. Cost reduction, finding new opportunity to decrease the cost or investment. Implementation and monitoring. Example, one of the problems that arise in our company is as a simple with our production problem suddenly struck by the simple example with our production problem. If sudden strike by the workforce causes the drastic reduction in the availability of labor resources, one must consider that plan completely to derive the alternative cause of the action. As final verse of the implementation, should be emphasized that a major responsibility of the operation research analyst is to convey the result of the project management in effective fashion. This is something that unfortunately not emphasized and sufficiently, and they in front of the successful study not because implement because these details of benefit are not conveyed effectively to management. While this is caused through any project in general, it is especially significant with OR because of mathematically content and potentially to not be fully understood by a manager without a strong quantitative background. Another example is often this is a step to accomplish the practice by selecting the repeatedly availability technology, methodology, process, or model from the public domain of commercial market. Don't try to invent the wheel. Chance or the problem to not unique and someone else that already solved for it. For example, the inventor or the follower theorized an innovative problem solving a methodology that will be discussed in the later time, but have collectively reviewed over 2 million patents and discovered that less than 4% contain a new concept and only 1% contain a revolutionary discovery. The rest were merely improvement or existing solution and process. In other words, there are at least 95% chance that the solution to your problem already exists and at least 99% chance that the solution to similar problem exists that can adapt to your problem. Conclusion. With a today highly competitive and demand-driven market pressure on management to make an economical decision, another name for manager is decision maker. Simply, we can say that one of the essential managerial skill is ability to allocate and utilize resource appropriately in effort achieving the conclusion. With a today highly competitive and demand performance efficiency, in some cases, such as small-scale, low-complexity environment, decision based on the intuition with minimal quantity base may reasonable accept and practically in achieving the goal of the organization. However, for large-scale system, both quantitative and qualitative intuition, experience, common sense analysis required to make the economical decision. One of the best things in using operation research technique, including linear programming, discrete event simulation, and queuing theory. Organization leader can make high quality decision. Operation manager are not expected to be expert in any decision tools. However, he or she must have a fundamental knowledge of such tools and acquire right resources and to make the most economical sound decision for the company as a whole. The area of application of operation decision making and the simulation have only grown over the past few years and progress of optimized technique and power of information system. Never has been such data process. The explosion in the system information technology led creation the data warehouse in the early 2000 converging towards today with the big data. Until recently, the use of the few convergent order to reach individual goal. Today, the number of variables to be taken in account has grown exponentially. Many parameters previously non-existent have become indivisible, even essential. Faced with the situation, it is necessary to refine choice and find the relevant characteristic effective processing methodology. Optimizing tool and method have become necessity, even requirement for all the actors in the logistic chain. Thank you.